Salut les passionnés et bienvenue à ce Passion Course Express du 11 juin 2025. On débute avec la 2000e victoire en carrière de Jason Ryan à Georgian Downs.
And then Telos and Silverman Alishi is fourth away. Then it is back to Over and GM Handsome and Alarming, and Nickel and Dime is trailing the field, but right now it is Baden who's got the lead. Telos has gone off stride. That dude is racing second. Silverman Alishi. Over and is racing position fourth. GM Handsome is fifth as they come off the turn. Alarming is back there in sixth. Then racing further back as they race their way on up towards us is racing second last Nickel and Dime, and Telos trailing after a break 28-4 opening quarter. Dime and the field races their way on up to 3/4 off that 58-3 halftime, and it is still Baden who's the leader and is in front by 2.5 or 3. That dude is second. Silverman Alishi is flattened out. And on the inside, as they turn their way for home, is Over and on down the stretch drive they come. And still moving well is Baden and that dude. Baden now that dude's getting a little bit closer. Baden that dude on the outside. That dude is going to roll on by Baden to win it. And then Over and finishing fourth was GM Handsome, 157 flat.
Il a réalisé l'exploit au guide du trotteur fils de Trixton, That Dude de l'écurie Doug Bowens. Let's go pour la 3000e. Jason, félicitations au conjoint de Marie-Hélène Dupont.
Racing in the battle. Great start from Duncan. He fires out from his rail post. 7 Colors drops right to the inside. He'll race behind Duncan early on. Ken Hanover's on the go for Brett Miller. Desperate Man is out there racing fourth from the second tier. Helium is mid-flight. He's fifth. By the Missile off the speed tonight. He'll race from sixth. He's in front of Mossdale Ben in 7th. Chase H. Hanover and Little Rocky Man already out and moving from 9th. He's now 8th as they drive up the back stretch into the opening quarter. Desperate Man and Macakele, they stay flat and they rip through a 26-2 opening panel. Halfway home in a demanding 54-1. Desperate Man blazes the way into the payoff half of the Battle of Lake Erie. 7 Colors with a tough first over trip. He's outside of Ken Hanover. Helium is in a perfect second over striking position, only 3 lengths behind. Duncan gaps a touch at the inside. By the Missile, he's still third over and he's gapping off cover. He needs to do better than that. Mossdale Ben is fanning to his outside. Chase H. Hanover in traffic trouble. Little Rocket Man the trailer. 3/4 in a supersonic 121. They are flat flying into the far turn. Less than a quarter of a mile to go. Desperate Man in a bid to make all. Ken Hanover's had the perfect trip for Brett Miller. 7 Colors flattens out. Duncan saves ground. Helium is next. They turn 4 home. Desperate Man trying to polish it off. Here's Ken Hanover popping out of the pocket, and the local hero Duncan up the inside. But it's Ken Hanover and Brett Miller for a 4th victory in the battle. Desperate Man was second. Third goes to Duncan. 148-3.
Tout un show à Northfield Park pour l'édition 2025 du Battle of Lake Erie. L'enjeu était de 273 973 $. Une 4e battle remportée par le conducteur Brett Miller avec Ken Hanover, fils de Captain Traitorous quasi-millionnaire. Une 48-3, c'est un nouveau record mondial pour un étalon sur une piste d'un demi-mille. Wow!
5-year-old horses is a track record performance from Ken Hanover. 148-3.
Division éliminatoire de la série québécoise 2025 et l'excellente jument de Steven Gagnon, Kiss Me Bad, répond aux attentes à Trois-Rivières.
Honda Dudac, Godreau-Betts, Offie à l'extérieur tout à fait. Mark and Cheddar s'en va à la guerre. Godreau-Betts, Offie, Mark and Cheddar. 3e tour de Honda Dudac. 4e for Outside White to Mountain Cami. 5e, 5th, Kiss Me Bad est à la toiture. Better Kiss the Man Outside et derrière le peloton Mac and Blue Cheese. Dans le milieu du peloton pour la favorite, 28-2, 28-2. 58-3 à la demi, the first 7, 58-3. Il y a beaucoup de trafic à Trois-Rivières, heavy traffic. Raging for Steven Gagnon. Kiss Me Bad et Godreau-Betts off. 3e tour de Mark and Cheddar. White Mountain Cami next from the extreme outside, Mac and Blue Cheese. Suivi de Honda Dudac et Better Kiss the Man. Au 3/4 quart de mille, une 28 et un 3/4, 128 and 1. Kiss Me Bad. Gaudreau Betsoff is very tough today. Troisième tour de Mark and Cheddar. À l'extérieur, White Mountain, Camille, Ronda Dulac coming down to the wire. Kiss Me Bad. Slingshot to the top now. And Kiss Me Bad. New leader, Kiss Me Bad. Devant Gaudreau Betsoff et Mark and Cheddar. White Mountain, Camille. Quatrième pour une 57 et 2. 157 and 2. Dans le cirque de vainqueurs, la gagnante officielle de la troisième course, le 1 Kiss Me Bad. Conducteur et propriétaire Steven Gagnon de Sorel-Tracy, monté par Daniel Mondou. Une première en 2 sorties cette année pour cette jument de 9 ans. Elle s'appelle Kiss Me Bad, 26e victoire en carrière, une 57 et 2. 157 and 2.
Avec la voix de Chad Rosamond, on s'en va à Mohawk revoir la victoire du vétéran de l'écurie Chantal Mitchell, l'Australien Uncle Shank à Mohawk Park.
Out of there hard as Cruz Hanover. He quickly crosses over to grab the early lead for Gingras. Driving out with him now is going to be Uncle Shank. Uncle Shank with the lead. Jack Panic continuing to move forward after being parked out 26-1 opening quarter, and Jack Panic now finds his way on top. Leads him into the backstretch and up to 3/8 over Uncle Shank, the Evo Money favorite. It's a give-and-go situation here as Waz back out with Uncle Shank to try and reclaim the lead. Here's Uncle Shank ranging back up to take over. Jack Panic now in the deuce. Cruz Hanover third, Southside Eddie fourth. It's McNair fifth to Stonebridge Helios and brought to the outside. That's going to flush Southside Eddie out of fourth, so he works with cover. Living the Beach Life saves ground to the inside. Third over is HP Liz Shadow. Following him, Captain Carlos. Then Woodmere Fenn and Trailer Trosa, 54 and 3. They were down to the half. Liz Shadow, Jameson swings wide with Woodmere Fenn. 122 and 2 3/4. It's Uncle Shank leading the way. Jack Panic trying to find a way through from the pocket. Southside Eddie on the outside. Here swinging wide is Stonebridge Helios. Uncle Shank still leads it. Jack Panic chasing along the inside, but Uncle Shank will hold him at bay. It is Uncle Shank to score the victory and deliver as the choice. It's Uncle Shank over, it looks like, Jack Panic, Stonebridge Helios, and Southside Eddie. 150 flat for Uncle Shank. And now coming back in front of us, your race 6 winner, number 7, Uncle Shank. He's an 8-year-old Bay Ridge Lane by Warwee Needy out of the Presidential Ball Dam Presidential Night by Kevin Harvey, trained to victory by Chantal Mitchell. Louis Waugh, the winning driver. Uncle Shank with his second of the year in 6 tries. Career victory 24. Goes over $250,000 in lifetime earnings with this latest win. 150 flat for the Evo Money favorite Uncle Shank. It reaches the top of the stretch. Field of 8 and behind, here they come.
C'est maintenant l'heure de vous présenter la première division éliminatoire du North America Cup présentée samedi dernier à Mohawk.
And sprinting from the inside, Joel and the Jets, Fast Choice, and Avanti. Also into the mix now, Captain Optimistic and Swingtown. Brief break in the back there for knockout round. He quickly resets. Joel and the Jets and Doug McNair into the opening turn will lead it. Able to fill the pocket is Fast Choice. Parked out, Gingras with Swingtown. He'll continue to drive forward. Avanti with a seat fourth. Captain Optimistic off the speed in fifth. 26-1 snappy opening quarter. Then it's back to Bourbon County. Captain Hurley and knockout round. They get a bit jammed up into the backstretch as we've got a lead change now. Swingtown clears. Swingtown takes over the lead from Joel and the Jets. Fast Choice in third. Avanti fourth. Captain Optimistic the fifth one. Bourbon County will follow him. Then it's Captain Hurley inside saving ground knockout round. Swingtown at 4-1 is going to get them to the half. Leads at a length over Joel and the Jets, the pocket sitter. Fast Choice stays in third. Here's Captain Optimistic first up. Now taking over third for Dunn. Following his cover, perfect trip mapped out by Henry with Bourbon County. He's fifth. Inside sixth, Avani. Third over, gapping cover. Seventh is Captain Hurley. Trailer knockout round. Half was 56. And it's Swingtown still leading the length. Captain Optimistic on the outside, inches closer. Joel and the Jets right there in the pocket. Bourbon County gapping. He's got to find more as Henry chases him along. Then Fast Choice, Captain Hurley, Avanti, and from the back knockout round, 123 and 4 3/4. Swingtown into the stretch, leads it a length. Captain Optimistic still coming forward on the outside. Inside opens up for Joel and the Jets. In behind them, Fast Choice and Bourbon County not done yet. Captain Optimistic with a short lead. Joel and the Jets along the inside trying to get the win, but Captain Optimistic scores. Captain Optimistic takes his Pepsi North America Cup a limb over Joel and the Jets in Swingtown in 150-2.
En 1,50.2, Dexter Dunn, Nancy Tactor avec Captain Optimistic remporte la première division éliminatoire du prestigieux North America Cup, dont la finale d'$1 million aura lieu ce samedi à Mohawk. Merci à mes importants commanditaires partenaires qui présentent ce Passion Course Express du 11 juin. Encore une bonne dizaine de replays à venir, alors restez là. On vous revient après la pause. Avec son fracassant début de saison, écurie Francis Guillemette Stable se joint à l'équipe de Passion Course. Toute une moyenne UDRS de 491, il est deuxième derrière David Maneri. 41 victoires, deuxième derrière Johnny Collin. 72 podiums en 113 départs. Parmi ses têtes d'affiche, le demi-millionnaire Treasure T. Plus de $100 000 de gain en bourse en 2024.
Here on the outside, Treasure T. Treasure T, right on the money to win. Treasure T wins over Refi Spartan General, very close for fourth. 154-1, 7-1 upset for Treasure T. Treasure T.
Le plus riche rejeton de l'étalon Federal Flex avec ses gains de plus de $742 000 en carrière. Arrakis.
Stretch lead for Arrakis, and Arrakis will prevail. It's Arrakis to win by 4 lengths. Tight for second, a late driving Sailor. Right there with Phoenix. Upper fourth, I got the looks in 153 and 4.
It's the Fixer on the inside. Arrakis to the outside. Arrakis and the Fixer. Arrakis racks up the win. The Fixer was second. Then it was Frank's Angel and Esquire 153 and 2. Arrakis. 9-year-old Federal Flex, Brown Gelding and Francis Guillemette.
Sans oublier, bien sûr, les succès surprenants de cette acquisition dans un encamp de Amish. 1,52-1 chez Guillemette Stable, Okeanos.
Letting him trot, he still leads the lane. Cameron Hanover trying to get to him, but he can't get past the wheel. It's Okeanos to make it 4 in a row. Second best, Cameron Hanover. Up for third was Heaven Tour Hanover over Phoenix at 153 and 4.
Pour le contacter, vous composez le 819-291-2467, écurie Francis Guillemette Stable. Du côté de Rideau Carlton Ottawa maintenant pour souligner les récents succès de la jument Six-Pack de la Team Lacaille, JM Stella.
Stomper Tom for Ryan Guy going to take back and allow Pascal Berube to make front with Donna Tover. It's a gap of 3 or 4 lengths, actually. 4 lengths back to third, where you'll find Wasting No Time. They reach the opening quarter in a sharp 27-3. Oh, and we have another breaker, and that is Donna Tover jumping it off on the lead and being taken wide by Berube. Stomper Tom inherits the lead, now inheriting the pocket, Wasting No Time, following third JM Stella. They reached the half in 1 minute flat, and up front it's Stomper Tom being challenged by a first over, Wasting No Time, looking him in the eye. They're bridle to bridle, approaching 3/4. 128 and 1 at 3/4, and Stomper Tom fighting on the inside, fighting on first over. It's Wasting No Time and charging late up the inside. It looks like JM Stella could take it all. JM Stella for Sylvain Lacaille over Stomper Tom, Wasting No Time, and Synergy S. 157 and 3. Now in the winner's circle of race 9, number 5, JM Stella, 4-year-old bay mare by Six-Pack out of Time Mall Fire It Up, owned by Ferme Canico Farm Incorporated, Saint Bernard de la Colle, Quebec. This mare was bred by R.K. Joe Miscomon of Muncie, Ontario, trained by Kelly Duval Lacaille, driven to a second straight victory by Sylvain Lacaille. 157 and 3, JM Stella, the unofficial race 9 winner. Please hold all tickets.
On retourne à Trois-Rivières pour le Preferred Pace Handicap.
On accentue le rythme to the yard, picking up speed. Hillstone Party, Curious Cortez et Self-Made de la position numéro 7. Il est projeté à la commande. Boom, just like that. Curious Cortez perd son allure. Curious Cortez off stride. Self-Made est à la commande. Stebro control the tempo. Bérubé deuxième avec Light de Torch. Curious Cortez back in stride. A repris l'emblée derrière le peloton. 28-3. The opening quarter 28-3. Self-Made, Stebro, C50 copies en tête. 58 secondes à la demi. The Big Breeder pour Self-Made. Un deuxième quart de bilan, 29-2. On aura un combat entre les deux favoris. The Torch travaille. Troisième Third American Z-Start between two horses. C'est nul autre que No Time at All. Une 26-4 au 3 quarts, 3 quarters. 126-4. C'est un sprint final entre Self-Made et Light the Torch. Les autres ont beaucoup de travail à faire. The rest of the field, a lot of work to do. Self-Made, Light the Torch still challenging for Bérubé. Coming down to the wire. Self-Made, Light the Torch outside. And Light the Torch, click, click now. Light the Torch devant Self-Made. Et American Z-Star, quatrième pour. Ouh, c'est serré. No Time at All au Roberts Legacy. 1:55, 1:55 even. Alors, victoire numéro 5 pour Pascal Bérubé, Light the Torch. 1:55, 1:55 even. Une troisième en 10 sorties cette année. Ces 3 victoires ont été concluses ici même à l'hippodrome Trois-Rivières pour le compte de Marc-André Simoneau et Jean Fontaine. Marc-André, l'entraîneur. Wendy Saint-Pierre, Marie-Lise Simoneau, entraîneur. Groom Palfrenière, plutôt. L'équipe s'en vient pour la photo. Light the Torch et Pascal B.
And the field for the 6th race is at the start of the Rothman. Gundikan will leave with Mystic Moment.
À son premier départ chez Gérard Demers pour Daryl Thiessen sur le Sulky. La fierté de Danny Maggie et d'Alexandre Jutras y va d'un nouveau record personnel à Georgian Downs. Mystic Moment, 1:55-1.
Is second. Mama's on a roll is third along to the inside. And works in front of Justine Ray. And then it is back to Page Rock Scissors as the field comes off the turn. And further back, it is On Top Rainstorm and then Drunk Dial. And the field heads their way on past us off that 28-3 opening quarters. Mystic Moment as the field races on down the backstretch. Gundikan is staying close to Mystic Moment, hoping to pull a late rally. Then a gap of 3 or 4. Mama's on a roll, rolling third. Justine Ray is sent out wide and is fourth in his closing ground. And he's 5 from the front. Front 4 have separation from the next 4. And they race on by the 3/4 mile marker. 1:26-3. And it is Mystic Moment leading it by 2 1/4. Gundikan is still second. Mama's on a roll. And Justine Ray on down the stretch drive they come. And still working well. Mystic Moment, Gundikan. And Mama's on a roll. Mystic Moment bearing out Gundikan. Mystic Moment, Gundikan. Mystic Moment's going to win it. Gundikan. And then Mama's on a roll and Justine Ray 1:55-1.
Post time for the 10th. Here they come.
Preferred Pace Time à Mohawk Park avec Red Hot. Brew Hanover qui va d'un nouveau record personnel.
And leaving inside is Brew Hanover down the center. Clever Cody. Taurasi put into play by McNair to the inside of the top 4. Gem Quality parked out in 5th. The Buckabed Hanover soaring now 6th to the inside. 20-1. Leads them up to the first quarter over Clever Cody. Brew Hanover, the 3-5 overwhelming favorite, is third after a 26-2 opening quarter. Here in front, Brew Hanover takes over. Taurasi now in the pocket. Clever Cody third. Gem Quality fourth and on the move. Soaring now, second over 5th. The Buckabed Hanover third over. Following him to the outer flow, Blue Hunt. Saving the ground will be Right Mia Rose. Century Komodo and trailer is Lose World. They're down to the half at 55. Brew Hanover leads it. Gem Quality on the outside second. Up to the wheel, applies the pressure. Taurasi third. Soaring now is fourth. Second over, but he's gapping about a length and a half. To the inside, 5th is Clever Cody. Third over, a Buckabed Hanover about 7 off the lead. Then Blue Hunt, Right Mia Rose, Century Komodo, and Lose World. 3/4 for Brew Hanover, getting them there. 1:21.3, a 26.3. Pick up a speed there, and Brew Hanover turns for home and tries to sprint away. He's put away Gem Quality. Tarasi chases inside. A Buckabet Hanover starts to close down the center of the track, but Brew Hanover has still got 2 on Tarasi, and Brew Hanover returns to Mohawk with another win. It's Brew Hanover over Tarasi, a Buckabet Hanover, and Clever Cody mile time 1:48 flat. Capturing the preferred for his 8th straight win here at Mohawk Park is number 3, Brew Hanover. Nice tune-up for the Mohawk Gold Cup Invitational for the 5-year-old bay gelding by Stay Hungry. He's from the Art Major Dam Blind Ambition. Burke Racing Stable LLC, Weaver Burchemi LLC, the winning owners. Dave Maneri, the winning trainer. James McDonald guides Brew Hanover to his 10th win of the year in 13 tries, 28th lifetime score. New lifetime mark tonight of 1:48 for Brew Hanover.
Remporté l'an dernier par Louis-Philippe Roy et Nijinsky de l'écurie Anthony Beaton, ne manquez pas ce samedi la finale du North America Cup 2025. Voici la 2e division éliminatoire.
Here they go. They're off and pacing. Sprinting inside is Sterling Choice. From the outside, the tandem of Sippin' on Sea-Rock and Fallout. Crack shot put into play by McNair. That's the first half of the group. Then it's Mad River, Poppy's Pistol, Light Up the World, and Madden Oaks. They battle 3 wide into the opening turn. Sterling Choice to the inside with the advantage. Driving on is going to be Crack Shot and McNair, hot on his heels. Sippin' on Sea-Rock. Plenty of action here. 26-1 opening quarter. Parked out in 4th is Fallout. On his back is Madden Oaks. He's pumped up. Then it is Mad River. Back to Poppy's Pistol and Light Up the World. Things are far from settled up front here. Sippin' on Sea-Rock takes over. Madden Oaks went 3 wide briefly. He's now got the lead. It's Madden Oaks and Braxton Boyd showing the way up to the half. Sippin' on Sea-Rock in 2nd. 3rd to Crack Shot. Parked out 4th is Fallout. Inside is Sterling Choice 5th. Then it's Mad River, Poppy's Pistol, and Light Up the World down to the half in 53-2. And it's Madden Oaks showing the way a length. Sippin' on Sea-Rock all over the helmet in 2nd. Fallout, despite parking the route, still there in 3rd. Out from the 2 holes, Jingra was Sippin' on Sea-Rock, gets ahead of Fallout. Inside 4th is Crack Shot. Sterling Choice brought to the outside. Poppy's Pistol to the inside. Mad River starting up last. Light Up the World. Sippin' on Sea-Rock pokes ahead in front of leader Madden Oaks in 1:21-1 to 3/4. And it is Madden Oaks now putting away Sippin' on Sea-Rock for the time being. He continues to chase. Crack Shot in behind that pair. Fallout down the center of the track. Light Up the World starts to roll from the back. And Light Up the World unleashed by McDonald. And he goes right by them all. Light Up the World picks up the pieces late. Light Up the World by 2 lengths. Crack Shot 2nd. Madden Oaks 3rd. 1:48-3 for Light Up the World. Scratch the 4, Light Up the World, capturing his Pepsi North America Cup elimination. 3-0 Bakel by American Ideal is out of the Genesis Beach Boy Dam. Turn Off the Lights. Bred by Steve Stewart, John Lancashire Minisync Farms LLC, owned by Mac and Carol Nickel, trained to victory by Tony Beaton, James McDonald, the winning driver. 3rd of the year in 4 tries for the now 5-time winner, who steps to a new lifetime mark of 1:48-3. It's Light Up the World in his Pepsi North America Cup elimination.
All right, we're down here in the winner's circle following the 2nd elimination of the Pepsi North America Cup, and it goes to Light Up the World. Driver James McDonald, last to first winner. That was one heck of a race, and you had maybe the best vantage point because you were watching from last. You get to the wire first. Quite the scramble early on in that one. What were you thinking sitting at the back of the pack?
Oh, well, honestly, I was like, well, I screwed this up. But no, I was disappointed in myself last week. I thought I had a great horse and just I was trying to do too much and put him in a bad spot and didn't get the job done. And then tonight it was such a competitive limb. I thought there was 5, 6, 7 horses that could win it. So I was trying to just float and come with cover and hopefully they mixed it up and I floated, but they were all leaving. There was nowhere for me to go, and I had to take back. And then when Braxton's horse got hot there, he was in trouble, and he had to go with him. Then it looked like it might still set up from a bad spot. And he's a fast horse. I knew once he got rolling, he went by one, and he just took off. So it was a good feeling.
I know you've been pretty high on this guy, and you talk about that loss last week. Did it at all kind of deter your confidence in him a little bit coming into tonight?
Well, I was still confident in him. I just knew it was going to deteriorate the way the race went. Because if he wins last week, he's probably 6-5, and I can probably have options. But when he got beat, a lot of people overlooked him, and then it kind of puts you in that no man's land where you're trying to work out a trip with what I thought was the best horse. But the other drivers, it's important what they think too.
Well, that's a big-time performance here tonight as he sweeps the field. That's got to be a good feeling. I know you've done that a few times in some big races, but now puts you into a good spot going into next Saturday with an elimination winner in the Cup.
Yeah, I've never had an elimination winner in the Cup, so pretty excited. Legendary last year, I thought had a big shot to win, but I think Tony Beaton's got another one with another big shot, and hopefully we can double up for him.
Exactly that. Beaton will be looking for the Cup double. Congratulations, James.
Thanks, Mark.
All right, light up the world. Quite the performance to take a hectic second elimination in the Cup.
Saviez-vous que si Light Up the World avec James McDonald, qui a terminé sa division éliminatoire du North America Cup comme une bombe, saviez-vous que s'il gagne la finale de ce samedi, bien son entraîneur Anthony Beaton deviendrait seulement le 3e entraîneur de l'histoire à remporter le North America Cup 2 années consécutives. Le dernier droit du Passion Course Express, ça s'en vient dans un instant. Yves Laprise et Garage Expert s'associent à Passion Course. Garage Expert, une compagnie québécoise spécialisée depuis plus de 20 ans dans la fabrication de garages et d'écuries. Avec notre méthode de fabrication de type pré-usiné, nous garantissons une livraison rapide de votre projet. Nous offrons un produit clé en main de qualité supérieure qui saura combler tous vos besoins. La réputation de Garage Expert n'est plus à faire. Allez voir notre fiche Google Garage Expert, partenaire de Passion Course. Avec plus de 25 ans d'expérience dans le domaine numérique, Yvon Laprise et son équipe de Concept Signature sont des partenaires incontournables pour créer ou moderniser votre site Web, améliorer votre référencement et assurer votre hébergement. Ils sont également des experts des annonces professionnelles Facebook. Grâce à l'accréditation Google Digital Active d'Yvon, vous pouvez avoir confiance en leur professionnalisme. En optant pour Concept Signature, vous êtes assuré de bénéficier des meilleurs prix et de réussite en ligne. Chez Concept Signature, nous mettons un point d'honneur à placer la satisfaction de nos clients au centre de notre stratégie d'entreprise. Cette approche a été couronnée de succès, comme en témoigne notre note de satisfaction de 5 étoiles sur Google, témoignant de la qualité de notre service. Pour ton site Web, Concept Signature, partenaire de Passion Course. Fondée en 1982, Construction Sorel Limitée est implantée dans les secteurs commerciaux, industriels et institutionnels. CSL réalise des projets d'envergure dans toutes les régions du Québec. Au fil des 40 dernières années, nous avons acquis une solide expertise, notamment dans les travaux de coffrage de béton et dans la mise en place de dômes de béton. Nous sommes orientés sur la satisfaction des attentes de nos clients et de nos collaborateurs, tant au niveau du respect des échéanciers et des budgets alloués qu'au niveau de la santé et de la sécurité de nos travailleurs sur les chantiers. Notre équipe dynamique se démarque par ses connaissances, sa proactivité et sa capacité d'innovation, de même que par sa gestion des projets. Merci, Construction Sorel Limitée, fier partenaire de Passion Course.
The London Classic Yearling Sale, Canada's premier standardbred auction, returns this October to the Western Fair District Agriplex. The nation's leading consigners choose the London Classic, offering hundreds of yearlings by many of the sport's leading sires, all under one roof at one of North America's best venues. Recent sale graduates include Canada's Rookie Pacing Colt of the Year, Stonebridge Wizard, O'Brien Award finalist Paquette, and O'Brien Award-winning double millionaire Logan Park. The London Classic Yearling Sale, where your dollar goes further and where champions are found. Find out more at londonclassic.ca.
Élimination à Trois-Rivières de la série québécoise pour Ombleur. Betts Beach de l'écurie Tessier Bragagnolo surprend l'étoile de l'écurie Guy Gagnon à Trois-Rivières.
Et 4e Ford, on retrouve maintenant Richie Alpha. 5e rang pour Anne, chez Snide. Soft face, very, very soft face. 28-1. 28-1. The Lightspeed, the leader. Au numéro 57-2, the first half in 57-2. And the Lightspeed. Upside it's getting now. Richie Alpha et Justin Gendron stimule. Alors que Bed Beach est troisième third. Quatrième pour Ambitious Mind, une 26 et 3 3/4, 126 and 3. Un sprint final, mesdames, messieurs, avec le 4 de Lightspeed. À l'extérieur, toujours Richie Alpha. Troisième third, Bed Beach et quatrième pour Ambitious Mind. And coming down to the wire, de Lightspeed. Gendron danse sur le sulky. La cha-cha, le merengue, OK. Bed Beach outside now. De Lightspeed, Bed Beach, de Lightspeed, Bed Beach, Bérubé. Yo-yo, une 55 et 1. C'est pas sûr, mais je pense bien que l'un l'a battu. Bed Beach, 155 and 1 with the Lightspeed. Kodak time now. Avec Claudette Pépin, Groom, Palefrenière, Valérie Gilina et Gina Braccagnolo, Yves Tessier, l'entraîneur et copropriétaire. Monsieur Jean Allaire, également propriétaire, une 55 et 1. 155 and 1, une deuxième en 5 sorties cette année. Bed Beach et Pascal B. On va voir les réactions.
Bonjour Pascal, on se revoit, une autre victoire. Un peu surpris pour celle-là. Vous nous avez fait pour un beau spectacle. Vous, qu'est-ce que vous en pensez de cette victoire?
Ben, je savais que si mon petit cheval serait juste à une longueur du cheval de tête pour finir, que je finirais vraiment en force parce que ce petit cheval-là, il a vraiment un gros clic. Fait que quand tu t'en sers juste une fois, là, il donne tout ce qu'il a.
Parfait. Très belle course, Pascal. Merci beaucoup.
On retourne à Ottawa, occupant la 8e place au poteau du premier quart de mille. Remarquez bien la fin de course spectaculaire de l'une des gagnantes de l'amble Lucien Bombardier à Trois-Rivières en 2024, la pouliche du clan Harvey Simoneau, Simply the Best, à Rideau.
And also showing some early speed and caught on the outside third. That's Pizzazz Hanover on the first turn. Settling fourth behind them, Goudaman is well positioned as they head to the opening quarter. LaBarbe up front 27 and was they approach the halfway point. Caught inside that one, seventh. Surratt Hanover underway from the back of the field, entering the outer flow. Simply the Best, and gapping at the back of this group is Friar Voltaire. They reached the halfway point in 56 flat. Up front, LaBarbe is continuing to fight on under steady pressure from Goudaman, second to his outside. Biding time in third along the pylons. That's My Midnight Lover locked in. Second over from fourth and swinging wide now. Pizzazz Hanover looks forward to the stretch drive. Also charging from the back of the field, Simply the Best is coming on late. They turn for home, and this is anyone's race at this point. LaBarbe looks all done, moving to the front up the inside path. My Midnight Lover widest, Simply the Best edges her out. My Midnight Lover second. It looked like Pizzazz Hanover for show 155 and 1. Unofficial race 10 winner, number 7, Simply the Best, a 3-year-old bay filly by All Bets Off out of Sauble-Claire, owned by Aurel Harvey et Fils Incorporé, Rivière-Malbaie, Quebec, bred by Lynn Bowen of London, Ontario, trained by Marc-André Simoneau. Pascal Berube, his first winning drive of the card, and that's the second win of the year for Simply the Best, taking a new lifetime mark tonight, 155 and 1. And overcoming post 7. She really was simply the best. Congratulations.
On retourne à Georgian Downs avec la petite pouliche au grand cœur de Michel et Marie-Michel Gaboury de l'écurie Jean-François Maguire. Silver Majesty, conduit par Austin Surrey. Elle continue de gravir les échelons en sol ontarien. 3e victoire consécutive en 1,54 pour celle qu'on devrait voir lors des éliminatoires du Trophée des éleveurs cet été à Trois-Rivières. Nouveau record personnel pour la fille d'All Bets Off.
Racing position third as they come off the turn. Then it is RJ Jean, and on the inside Maple Shadow, and back further is Safe Passage, and then it is Lady Hamish, Tricky Wiki, and Peel Renchania. It is Silver Majesty and Austin Surrey who's got the lead as they race their way up towards the half off at 27-4 opening quarter. Silver Majesty still with the lead. Sharing second, Winsun Charlotte and RJ Jean. Maple Shadow is fourth. Then Veteran Heels and Tricky Wiki. On the outside, 3 wide, Tricky Wiki is coming on now. 3/4, 124-4. And it is Silver Majesty who leads at the field, is about to turn for home. Silver Majesty, Winsun Charlotte. The field is fanned out. RJ Jean way out wide. Lady Hamish is kicking in, and also a Tricky Wiki, but it is still Silver Majesty and Winsun Charlotte. Silver Majesty, Winsun Charlotte. Silver Majesty wins. Winsun Charlotte second. Maple Shadow third. And then fourth was St. Passage, 154 flat. Back in front of us is the winner of race number 3. It's number 4, Silver Majesty. Austin Story with the win. 3-year-old All Bets Off, Bay Filly, owned by Silver Stables and Marie-Michelle Cabaret. JF McGuire.
Une autre fin de course spectaculaire avec un dernier quart de mille en 26-1, s'il vous plaît, madame. Blueprint, Ronnie Ren, Ronald Burke remporte la 3e et dernière division éliminatoire du prestigieux Pepsi North America Cup, dont la finale est ce samedi à Mohawk.
There's Ren Jr. with Blueprint. He'll be followed to the opening turn by THKC Crunch. Then we see Quartz on Fire next to last. Early trailer, Pants on Fire. Field of 7, single file along the pylons. Prince Hal Hanover will be the early leader. Length and a half advantage over Dandy Ideal into a 27-second opening quarter. So Prince Hal Hanover takes them into the backstretch. Dandy Ideal second, making history third. Now fourth is Blueprint on the move in the backstretch. Here comes Blueprint with a backstretch move after leader Prince Hal Hanover. As they go by 3/8, Prince Hal Hanover's got company. It's Blueprint, 1-2 favorite, ranging up on the outside and set to go by. So Blueprint takes over. Prince Hal Hanover now chases. Dandy Ideal third, making history all over the helmet there. They really got jammed up. That bothered a couple of them. THKC Crunch and Quartz on Fire both made brief breaks. Going around that pair is Pants on Fire, 55-3 to the half, and it's Blueprint showing the way. Dandy Ideal got to the outside. He's now second. Prince Hal Hanover third, making history fourth. Fifth and trying to catch up is Pants on Fire. Then it is THKC Crunch, and further back to Quartz on Fire. 3/4 for Blueprint in 1:23, and Blueprint turns for home. He's got a lead of a half a length on Dandy Ideal, who's pesky on the outside and will not go away. Prince Hal Hanover angling to try and find a spot to re-rally. Blueprint responds to some Ren urging, and Blueprint stepping away from Dandy Ideal. Here's Prince Hal Hanover though, closing down the center of the track. Blueprint needs to find more. Dandy Ideal and Prince Hal Hanover. Blueprint holding on. Blueprint in 149-1 to score over Prince Hal Hanover and Dandy Ideal. In the meantime, let's meet the unofficial winner of the third Pepsi North America Cup elimination, number 6, Blueprint. 3-year-old Brown Colt by Sweet Lou is from the Rockin' Image Dam Rockin' Racer. Winning homebred for owners Burke Racing Stable LLC, Weaver Bergemi LLC, and Phil Kalura. Larry Carr shares ownership. Ron Burke, the winning trainer, and Ronnie Ren Jr. in the bike for Blueprint's 4th win in so many starts this season. That's career victory number 11, 149-1. Holds on from a charging Prince Hal Hanover, but as noted with the plugs still intact. It's 6, Blueprint, capturing his Pepsi North America Cup elimination.
Autour de Madame Sylvia, Madame, Messieurs, l'une des meilleures juments en bleuses en Amérique au cours des années 2020. De propriété québécoise, Tony Infelice de Hudson Standardbred de Hudson, Québec. De l'écurie Sharon Stacy avec Bob McClure au guide. La seule et unique Sylvia Hanover, double millionnaire, remporte le Phillies and Maris Preferred.
Hanover, Grit and Grace leads it to the opening turn over Century Jamila. Sylvia Hanover is going to drop down to a spot third ahead of Glenboro. Parked out is Odds on Platinum. She'll continue to move forward here for Waugh. Then it is Blue Pacific and Angostura Hanover, 26-1 the opening quarter speed. McDonald out quickly with Century Jamila to go after leader Grit and Grace, knowing that Odds on Platinum's on the move, and Odds on Platinum's just going to go 3 wide instead of stalling her momentum. And Odds on Platinum continues to move forward here. She's parked beyond 3/8, but she's set to clear. Odds on Platinum now takes over Century Jamila's in second. Grit and Grace the third one. Sylvia Hanover fourth. Glenboro tracks fifth. Next to last, Blue Pacific. Angostura Hanover trails half in 54 and 4. Cover. Glenboro to the inside. Third over from the back is Blue Pacific. Wall looks over his shoulder. Odds on Platinum is going to deal with Century Jamila first. She's out of the deuce here to challenge the leader. 123 and 2 3/4. Odds on Platinum turns for home. Waugh calls on her for more. Odds on Platinum responds. She leads a length and a half. Jameson's got some room here with Grit and Grace. She's upset-minded at 23-1. Sylvia Hanover continues to make nice gains down the center of the track. Here's Grit and Grace taking over the lead, but Sylvia Hanover flying late, and Sylvia Hanover picked her off. Sylvia Hanover up in time over Grit and Grace, and odds on Platinum in 150 and 2. Sylvia Hanover, a 5-year-old bay mare by Always Be Mickey, is out of the Art Escape Dam Shyaway. Owned by Hudson Standardbred Stable Incorporated. Tony and Betty Infelice in town to cheer on their great mare. Sean Stacy, the winning trainer. Bob McClure, the winning driver. It's her first of the year in 2 tries. Sylvia Hanover now her 22-time winner. An up-in-time score in 150 and 2 for Sylvia Hanover. Nice prep for her ahead of next Saturday's Big Tilt in the Roses Are Red final.
Eh bien voilà, c'est tout pour ce soir. Merci d'avoir été avec nous. Merci à mes invités de ce soir, Charles Gaudreau, Tony Decabalis, et merci à mon techman Vincent Roy, ainsi qu'à mes commanditaires partenaires. On se revoit très bientôt sur la page qui garde ta flamme allumée. 12 mois par année, passion course. Ciao, bye.